Okay, hello everybody. I hope you're well and thanks for clicking in. Welcome to this web seminar, and this is about the topic of sealing seams. How can we rebuild, restore it or like original? My name is Joachim Plötzitzka. I'm a technical engineer here in a technical tech center in Heidelberg. I'm also a trainer and giving people information regarding our products and our tools. So with me together is Udo. Udo, it's your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Joachim, for the brief introduction. And a warm welcome from our Heidelberg Tech Center. My name is Udo Geisler. I'm Key Account Manager in the OES business, and Joachim and myself will guide you through the topic is seam sealing for today. So what do we want to present you today? First of all, we want to talk about the goal of the repair. What should it look like? Technical requirements. Then we have to speak about the correct order to do the different steps. And the third point is a little bit theoretical. It's about sealant technology. So with some physical and chemical background, but easy to understand. Joachim is really perfect in this, I promise.
Don't worry.
And then I think the most important thing is surface structures. This will interest the most of you. And to getting the right surfaces, we need the right choice of nozzles and tools. This is the fifth thing. And last but not least, we have also a voice of the customer to these things. But let's go, Joachim. It's your turn.
Okay, so we can start with the goal of the repair. This is what I would like to expect, what customers want to expect. When they have a repair done on the car, it should like it was before. So we have here some pictures. We have some sealing applications. After repair, it should look like this. Udo, is this what you also expect? Or do you expect something different when you bring your car into a body shop, have it repaired?
Yeah, it should like it was as it was before.
Like it was before. So we have different surfaces, we have different shapes. And yeah, that is what you want to have.
So we want to regain the original surface structure and technology that it was. This is.
What do you think our visitors, our participants in the webinar or web seminar, what would you like to have?
Why not asking them? So
cool idea. Okay, how to do that?
How to do that? So we have prepared a slide where you have some points that may be important for you when it comes to seam sealing, and just click, make a choice what is most important of you. And don't forget to press senden down on the right side. And then I think this will take a minute, and then we will see a result. What is important for the audience? This is for us very important because we are doing this for you and doing the right things. This is nice.
Okay, so make your choice. And what is important to you when it comes to restoring seam seals? Just make a few clicks, what is most important for you, and click the button send, and then we will see it hopefully live. Oh, aha, you can see it comes up. Aha, must provide corrosion protection, is very good. A lot of people,
I would say very interesting, but not that big surprise.
Yesterday we had a different one.
Yeah, okay.
Yesterday we had a different one. Right, cool. Okay, anything else? Nothing is moving? All right, so I make a note here. It must look like original. Our favorite winner must like original. Okay, so with 100%, everybody wants to have this.
But have also in mind corrosion protection is second one. So this is what we should have in mind also.
Okay.
But don't stop. Go ahead and tell us what's going on with this.
So we would like to start from the beginning. So when the metal sheet work is done, the car has been repaired and it comes to sealing, we have to follow a certain way how to build up then the next layers. So when we have an E-coated panel, what is a spare part, mostly black, this then has to be coated with an 2K epoxy primer, or when we have a bare metal material, we coat it with the E-coat with an 2K epoxy primer. After the curing, then comes the filler, and after the filler, we put then the sealing application on top. And then base coat and clear coat. So for me, it's the sealing is between the filler and the base coat.
And the filler, is it a must?
To make it conservative, I would say it's good to have it there, because the more layers you put on top of your sealer, the longer it takes to cure it. Okay, because you close the layers. This is one thing. On the other side, you have a very good corrosion protection if you build it up front first. We trust the corrosion protection ability of the painting system. And we put our sealer there in between. Maybe there is at the end of the presentation a slightly hint how we can make it in a different way, but let's have the surprise open.
So we will see. Yeah. But so we have now the different layers, but what product should we use for this?
Good question. Sealing product. Okay. So for this, we have the ability to choose between two different things, and depends on what would you like to have. What would you like to have? Why is it cheap or fast or healthy or corrosion protection? What is the best thing you would like to have?
You know me, I will all.
You want to have all. Okay.
As usual.
As usual, we have two different systems to harden our product. So we have one is the blue one, physical drying system. And on the other side, we have the green colored here is chemical curing system. It's totally different. So when it comes to harden the product, we call about drying, means an evaporation process. Something is disappearing, mostly liquid. And on the other side, the chemical curing is a chemical process. We have a reaction, a chemical reaction. So it's totally different than drying.
Okay.
So these are the two channels we can choose a sealing product. And you see below, the technology leads us then to something else. So materials, technologies, acrylates, rubbers, polyurethane, SEALANT modified polymers. But before we go further on, I guess we should ask another question first, because this helps us then to lead us into the right direction.
It's about appearance, I think.
Yes, about appearance. All right, so sealing material is not only about the technology, it's also about the appearance. And here I have prepared you three different ways or three different kind of sealing materials, what we can find on a car body. So we have here on the left side, we have the smooth surface. And this line you can see here is mostly in the visible area. It's very flat and smooth. And this is done by extrusion. Okay. So just pressing out the material in a constant material flow, nothing special. Extrusion. In the middle, you can see sealing beads. They have a very rough structure on top, wavy, very rough. And this is done by a spray technology. So not extrusion, but sprayable. Different way to apply.
Okay.
And on the right side, we have fine ribbed surfaces on the sealing bead. This is what we have normally here. And in modern cars, we have these called also FLATSTREAM called, but these beads also need a high pressure and a spray technology to reproduce. So we have two groups. We have extrusion on the left side, and we have in the middle and on the right side, we have spray applications. And this helps us to go to the next one. What else do we need to the right choice for the product, for the sealing product? I guess the properties of the product should be also be in mind what we would like to have. And we have seen on our survey that adhesion is very important. So we want to have a sealer material which have a good adhesion on a wide range of substrates. Okay, we are limited here. We have E-coated panels, we have painted panels, we have bare metal panels. We have to have adhesion on all the surfaces. The product has to stay stable. Means if we apply a bead, it should stay like this bead. If we have a bead like this, the shape of the bead should remain. Okay, so stable product, and it should be elastic as well. So, yeah. The car is moving. We have a tension in the car body, so the sealer don't have to crack. It has to go with the car body. Of course, if we have some imperfections while we apply the product, we have to smooth it, and it should be easy to smooth. Also with the right agent, with a little bit help. And on the, as we have seen, the sealer is in between some layers. On top is the paint. Should be overpaintable.
After what time is it overpaintable?
Depends. The faster it goes, the better it is. So we come to that point a little bit later on.
Okay.
Of course, there is one point which is silicone-free.
Oh, this is what the painters love.
Yeah. Of course. Silicone-free they would like to have. And another recommendation or requirement for the product is a low shrinkage. So it should not shrink.
So this is what we learned before. It's a chemical curing and not a physical curing. In chemical curing, you have more or less no shrinkage.
Right. So this indicates us where the direction is going to, from physical curing to chemical curing. Low shrinkage is direction chemical curing products. Okay, let's have a look what else on requirements we would like to have. Immediately overpaintable, what you said before, means as fast as possible. We should be able to overpaint. And as well, we have some situations where we apply a sealer and we have not the chance to overpaint it.
Oh, maybe in the caravan business.
Yeah, in the caravan business, of course, yes, we have a lot of UV radiation because it's always in Spain. In the sun, driving, we have a lot of UV radiation. It should resist against UV light. So if the product could do this, would be nice.
They don't get porous.
And then another recommendation, or another possibility. No, the right word is there. Requirements. Sorry for that. Okay, another requirement is corrosion protection. So here it comes to the point what we have on second, on the top, on our list, corrosion protection. So if we put the product on a bare metal or just on an E-coated metal, is it able to protect the surface without a 2K epoxy primer? Just on bare metal, can it protect against corrosion? Sometimes we are in a situation we have to do it. Is it able to do it? Okay, if yes, would be great. Okay, it must be sprayable. We have seen we have two spray applications, what we have to have. So sprayable should be also possible, and it should be isocyanate free. It's also a wish.
So I heard something, there's a new regulation from the European Union about isocyanates. Can you let us know something about this? Are you aware of this topic?
Of course. EU regulations are done with in this. Okay. Let's make it like this. In the summer this year, the EU has sent out a new regulation, and it's valid, and we have to fulfill it in terms of de-isocyanates. So de-isocyanates are not very healthy, this we know for sure, and the contact with the skin should be prevented, and as well breathing in the content of isocyanate is not very good. Okay. So, and to protect the workers, the EU has fulfilled new regulations, and they say, you can see it here, so we have to reduce as a produce of chemicals. We have to reduce the combination of these the isocyanates inside the product to have less than 0.1% by weight. So really reducing the amount of the isocyanate in the product. And as well, and this is very important, they have done a regulation that the people has to be trained how to use these products.
On top
and
of
there's a quite strict regulation, what is the content of the training, and so on. How often they have to be trained, repeated, and so on. So this is all done. And here, why did we mention that? It's very important because this leads me to
isocyanate products containing products will make the life harder for the workshop people.
Yeah, of course. So in this case, it helps us to decide very easily to find the right sealing product.
Okay.
So let's go back to our slide, what we had before, like this one. So we have seen physical drying product. We have here the risk of shrinking. And on the chemical side, we have two products with this polyurethane and SEALANT modified products. So when we look now into the ingredients, is what is inside the product, then we will find out that we have, physical drying, we have as well solvents, which we don't like to spray. The smell's not very good. All right. And we have the risk of shrinking. So, and on the other side, when we can spray it, we have the products with isocyanates containing. So the polyurethanes, they contain isocyanate, and for an extrusion, means just pressing out a bead. It's not that, it's okay. Huh? But if you spray it, then we will have it in the air. We have the risk to breathe it, and I would not recommend that.
Nobody wants that.
At the end, we have something left, which is the SEALANT modified polymers to have as a sealant product. So, and the result out of that is one product. It's all combined in one product. And if this product now contains all our requirements, it would be great. So let's have a look. So it's made from SEALANT modified polymer. It's right. It's different colors available in different colors, gray, ochre, and black. Of course, this product is overpaintable, MS9320SF from Teroson. Overpaintable, also wet in wet, that means fast and possible, but we recommend to wait at least half an hour. And in the most body shops, this process is like this. You apply it and you wait, prepare some parts, and then you go for painting. So you have some time in between. This is good that the product can absorb more humidity to cure faster.
Yes, and 30 minutes is not that much.
Come on. So skin formation time is quite fast. It's 10 minutes. So in the first 10 minutes, it grabs a lot of humidity, and then as well some humidity, and then it can be overpaintable. It has a good stability, so it stands like you apply it. And of course, your favorite one, it's silicone free. And isocyanate free as well. So, but that's not all. The product contains more requirements. It's sprayable, it's brushable. So you can make also spray application with this from the viscosity point of view. We have a really good adhesion on a wide range of substrates. And as well, the product has a very good UV resistancy. So caravan, no problem. Well done.
So we'll be happy, yeah?
Fast curing and spot weldable as well. So some people use this product between the flanges. So you apply it, put the panel on top, and then you make the spot weld through the panels. You squeeze away the product, and then you can have electrical contact and make the spot weld.
So is there a certain time when you have to do this?
You should do it before it cures.
So
otherwise, as long as it's liquid, you can make it. Right?
Cool.
And there's another point, corrosion protection. So all requirements, what we have mentioned before, what we want to have for a product it is combined in this one, Teroson MS9320SF. So, what else do we need to make such a sealer bead?
I think this is already quite a lot, but I think you have more ideas.
Of course, I can take the cartridge and make it by hand. Something else I need?
Okay.
I guess we need some tools.
Some tools and nozzles. This is the tricky thing.
Yeah, we see it here. We have some nozzles. So in this overview, you can see the double head nozzle on the left side for this rough, wavy spray texture. Right, this one, it's double head. Show it.
Yeah.
We have two of them. Right, they come into each other. How this works, I will explain a little bit later. For this application, we use the blue tool, which is here, the multi-press it's called, yeah?
Yeah. We're coming to the technical details later, I think.
Yeah. Just as an overview, this comes together with this. In the middle section, you see then for the fine rippled flat stream application, our flat and white stream nozzle, the light one and the dark one. That's these two nozzles. And by the way, this one has a very small opening. I can show you this here. Hopefully you can see this here very close. Autofocus is working. Okay. Right. So this nozzle, and for this we need a strong tool, which is the red one, the Power Line 2. How to explain a little bit later, just as an overview. And then last but not least, we have for the extrusion beads, we can use standard nozzles like this one. We can cut it into the right shape. Or for the HEMMFLANGE, we will use then this kind of nozzle. The original is like this. So we call it butterfly nozzle because we have two flaps, we have two wings, or wing nozzle, or different words. Okay. So, by the way, this is a nozzle, a very universal nozzle.
Yes.
Yeah. You can use it for all cars. For green one, for red ones, for black ones. No, just kidding. It's for every brand, whether is it a side panel, is it a door, is it a lift gate, is it the motor hood. We have different shapes. Cut it in the right way, and then you will get the right bead. Okay, and how this works, we will have now a look in a little bit deeper into the details. So let's start now with the HEMMFLANGE. So the doors comes as a spare part in E-coated, yes, and here we can apply the product directly on the E-coat. No, I would say like this. It's slightly fresh, so you clean it and then you apply it. And first of all, we select the product. Which one?
9120.
Oh, another one. Yes, 9120 as well. Yes, so the 9320 for sure. And the 9120 is a little bit more tougher. So we have a higher viscosity with this product. The 9120 is not sprayable, but the same chemical base. It's from the same family, so they work together. They can apply one on top of the other. That means the 9120 can be used when you have a bigger gap. No?
Okay.
So you have a panel here, it's bended on a round angle, and from one here, you put them together and you have a small gap. So you fill the gap and seal it with the 9120, which is more stiff. And after that, you can spray wet on wet with the 9320, a next layer on top of it.
Okay.
So if you would use only the 9320 to spray, it will sag down into the gap, okay, and then it doesn't look nice. So fill the gap first with the 9120 SF, which is a more stable, more stiff, a higher viscous material, and then spray the next layer on top with the 9320 SF.
Okay, and I think the 9120 is also good for to brush. Is brushable.
Yeah,
this is quite used also with a brush. What we mentioned not before when we talked about.
Yeah, of course. We have here sometimes areas where originally it's brushed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks. So to apply it, we have a nozzle. Cut it like you need, and you will get the right bead.
Cool sentence.
So how this works, it's quite easy. I will show you later on in a video. Just cut off the right flap you don't need, and then in the right width. It's quite easy to do, and you will see that in a second. And what tool we need? I recommend for this application the Powerline 2. Why? Why this big tool?
First of all, you're in love with that gun.
Yes, I like it. I love this gun because this gun has a long piston rod and a stable piston rod. It is moving in a constant way, and this tool gives you the ability to produce a seam which is really constant, like a tape. All you have to do is you have to concentrate on the right speed and the right angle. Nothing else.
Working like a robot.
Working like a robot. Everything else is done by the material, by the nozzle, and the tool. It provides you with a really constant material flow from the beginning of the cartridge till the end of the cartridge. And this is never reached in the whole market. Really, really. I'm not kidding.
You should see your shiny eyes when you have that gun in your hands.
It's mine. Okay, great. So how this works in life, I have prepared a video for you. So please have a look on that. So that was quite easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it looked like.
Just move it along. So this was HEMMFLANGE or door sealings, and with a extruded and flat surface. Now we would like to have a look at the next version, which is then the rippled version. So let's have a look what comes next. We have the FLATSTREAM application. What product should we use?
9320 SF.
Yep, 9320 SF. Color doesn't matter, depends on your wish, what you would like to have. And for this application, we reduce the viscosity of this product even more, because now we have to press it through this small opening, what I've mentioned. Yes, through this nozzle. So, and for this, we have to reduce the viscosity, and this we do by heat. So we warm up the product, not in a basket with water.
Okay.
We use an oven. So here we can put the cartridge in.
Yeah. Over here.
Yeah. So we have a heating completely around the cartridge, very fast heating system.
What does fast mean?
20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay.
And then you reach a temperature of 60 degrees.
So if you start working, you're putting the cartridge in the oven, and then you prepare everything, and then they are gone.
Yeah. Perfect. Good. You can come with me in the body shop.
It's like an apprentice working machine.
All right. What else for this application? We need to have the nozzles. So the two mentioned nozzles, the FLATSTREAM is the white one, and the dark one or gray one is then the white stream nozzle. The white stream nozzle gives you width of around about 10 to 12 centimeters.
Oh, it's quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah, for this you need pressure. And the FLATSTREAM nozzle, you can make beads from 1.5 centimeters to 4 centimeters.
Okay.
The difference in the appearance of these two is if you make, with both nozzles, you can make also small or narrow beads. Narrow beads about 2 centimeters wide, what is very common on a car body. With a FLATSTREAM nozzle, you have ripples, they are straight, right angle to the line. And With the wide stream nozzle, they are more round here. So then the bead looks more that we have round ripples.
Okay.
And this simulates when we have in originally some cars, they have this waves like more rounded. This is done by an E-swill application in the car manufacturer side. E-swill application means a rotating nozzle, so it rotates the sealer very fast, and then it creates these round ripples.
Why can't you make this in the workshop?
This tool is too heavy.
Okay.
So we make it easy.
So
why to make it complicated if we have this nice nozzle?
And your baby.
And, of course, tool, yes, you are right. The tool is the power line 2. Especially for this, we need a high pressure as mentioned. And once again, I grab this tool, I like it. So this tool has a pressure ratio from 1 to 3. Means 1 bar pressure inside the inlet gives you 3 bar working pressure. How much pressure do you have in your body shop?
Maybe 8.
6 to 8 bars, sometimes 10. Okay. If you put 6 bar in here, you have 18 bar working pressure. If you put 7, 21, 8, 24 bar, and that's the limit.
Okay.
So 24 bar pressure is dramatically a lot. So for this, we have done here a little bit of security around here. So we protect the cartridge against blasting.
Okay.
So don't worry about the high pressure. It's proofed and it's working.
But the cartridges will not burst inside the gun.
No. If the cartridge is all right, not damaged before, take care, no cracks or rips.
Okay.
So if the cartridge is okay, you put it in, you can apply it. So warm cartridge with the nozzle applied with this tool. And how this works, quite easy. Of course, we have prepared also for this a small video. Please enjoy. So, well done, the flat and wide stream application. I hope you have enjoyed it. The last application you have seen is a special application when you have the sill on a car body. For example, the caddy has a long sill and they have this wide, wavy texture on the side. So with this line application, you can do this in one step. One cartridge each side, job is done. Quite easy. You don't have to sit here and brush it like before.
Okay.
So, and to have more information about the last application, we have uploaded a couple days ago a nice video how to have more information about that. So, okay. This was the flat and wide stream application, and now we come to the one which is more roughly waved, and there's a reason why we put it at the end. So we start first with a spray bead and with a product, right? The same is 9320 SF. In this time, for this application, we use the product at room temperature, so we don't have to heat it. We use it with a double-headed nozzle, like we have seen it before. Okay, like this. And Udo, it's your turn. Give me the tool. Thanks a lot. So we have here now the multipress. Multipress tool is a tool which provides us two different airstreams. So the one is adjusted by the red valve, which pushes the material out of the cartridge through this nozzle. And the second air valve here, the blue one, this regulates the spray air which comes around here, around of this, goes in between the two nozzles, and it takes the material with itself to spray it on the surface. So here we have as well a spray application. We need a product which is not having isocyanate inside, right? So, and how this looks, we have also prepared here some applications, and this you will see now. So you have seen in the V-Large that we have these pre-applied beads, these ochre lines, and they have sprayed it over with the 9320. This was the application what we mentioned before with the 9120 SF, the pre-applied beads. All right, so last but not least, at the end we have one system which is able to reproduce all sealing seams what you find in the car body. You have the product, we have the right nozzles for all beads, we can adapt the nozzle, we can adjust the pressure, we have high pressure tools, sprayable tools, we have even a hand tool to apply, we have the brush, we have the heating, all together, one system what you can use to reproduce all sealing beads, what you have to reproduce, what you have to make on the car body. What else do we need?
In addition to that, it's isocyanate free.
So of course.
In this day, healthy is more important than ever before, and I think this is a very good step ahead for the healthy of the workshop people. And yeah, I'm really proud of that, having this product, and for the good job of our product development, what they did out there.
So what else do we have? Nothing else.
Yeah,
something left.
I said there's also a customer application history.
Okay.
That I want to share with you. So
okay.
There came a question from or demand from our customer.
You have prepared a slide for that?
Oh yes, you can switch. So
good idea. Okay.
So there came a question or a demand from our customer in Cologne to help with a smooth and slight corrosion, to stop this corrosion and also to cover this corrosion. And
this is what we see here.
Our colleague Björn Wesch recommended the product 9320 SF, and the first moment they were skeptic. So they did really big tests on bright steel, on e-coated material, and even corroded steel.
Even on corroded steel?
Yes, they did it in their laboratories with really high demands on this testing. So this was not an easy one. It took really also a long time, but the customer was really surprised.
In which way was the result? What did he say?
This is he said it was 100% water resistant, and it also covered the corrosion. So and he said Henkel MS 9320 SF passed all tests with exception of borderline gravel resistance. MS 93 SF is 100 barrier against water. MS 9320 SF stops existing corrosion. I think this is a really big point. But maybe you can explain a little bit of this.
Gravel resistance. This is, I know, this is because of the layer thickness. The thicker the layer it is, the better is the gravel resistance. Maybe the layer was not thick enough, so make it thicker. It's okay.
One can help themselves with putting 2 layers on it, and then it's fine.
2 layers, then it will stay like this. And what is here?
And as a conclusion, Ford recommends a treating of all corroded static surfaces with a spray application of Henkel Teroson's fast-curing MS 9320 SF to stop corrosion. And I think this is a big honor to getting those sentences from a customer. And this is, I think what you can trust.
Thanks for doing these tests. I know these tests are really quite hard, and they know what they do. And if they say and approve it, I can trust them. So really, really thanks for this. And I would say at the end, we have a further application for our Teroson 9320 SF, and this was the black version. So we can use it as a rework product. We can use it as a field help. And of course, it's OEM approved. So at the end, I would say thanks a lot to our customer. And we also are sometimes surprised how good our products are. So we're prepared for the future.
Yes, and maybe a hint to the audience, we love to do this job. If you have any requirements, maybe you have the impression they are not able to find a solution, call us. We will try and check, and we will maybe find out such results, and everyone would be happy.
Right. Okay, that's a good word at the end, a good sentence. So I see we have a lot of questions coming in. So this, I would say we open the question answers session. You can ask, we try to reply. We try to reply. So let's see. Oh, a lot of questions are coming in here. Okay, many has been answered right now. So, is there any documentation with regards to being OEM approved? Of course, we have a test from our customer. Wow. Okay. Somebody has lost the audio. Okay. I guess the question coming in, so the overpaintable. Okay. Wow. I guess we did a good job.
Yeah.
Because most of the questions are already answered during our session.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
I think maybe we can close the Q&A session because the time is almost over. We planned a little bit more for it. Maybe there the 5 minutes we took over from our presentation is good invested because the questions are not that much. And if they're open questions, so you will get the answer by mail or something like this. Maybe your Henkel contact will contact you and tell us, but all questions will be answered. This is what I can promise. So it's time to say goodbye.
I would say I would highlight one question. This is this one to see, to show it to the public. So let's say, what's the benefit of sealing the apertures of a panel and then spot welding it? It's better to use the sealing material in between than zinc spray, what is commonly used in this case. So because here we have the elasticity, we have no change in the structure of the car body, and we have a really 100% seal and a corrosion protection. If we spray just a zinc coating spray on the aperture and put them together to the spot welding, we have just a little bit of corrosion protection, but not a sealing. So in this case, doing this as well. We have other solutions to do that with an epoxy material when we bond panels together. But in this case, we have an increase of the structure stability. If we use a high strength material for this application. In this case, if we don't want to have this high strength, or the strength increase of the joint, then you can use the sealant in between to make a spot weld through. Okay, good. Hope this question is answered. Thanks a lot. And
thank you very much for listening to our explanations. And if you maybe have colleagues who want to see that again, or you are interested and want to see it again, this session will be on YouTube in a short time, and feel free to share the link and to see it how often you want. So thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.